Oh,
Hello.
suddenly it was daylight.
Final time down the back straightaway here. It's going to be Healing and Milner, Mooney, Garcia, Dosick, and Darling here tonight. 6 drivers under a blanket as they go down the back straightaway for the final time. It'll be the 29 of Healing leading them down into turn number 4. But look at them bobbing back and forth. The 88 of Michael Mooney. Oh, the 29 is going to go up the speedway. He's going to make contact with Milner. Milner going to slam the inside wall. Michael Mooney now will drag race the 8 of Garcia. Oh, they make contact. Mooney's going to win here tonight at Daytona.
All right, welcome to some racing on Tuesday night. I'm Mr. Moondog Michael Mooney, and we are at the historic Le Mans, which means Mulsanne Straight with one big straightaway, as it used to be before they put in the chicanes to slow them down, so you weren't doing 300 miles an hour or 300 kilometers at the end of the straightaway. We're going to be racing with the guys. We're going to be in the Ford, and we're going to see how we do. So, should be interesting.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 85
should be interesting
Fahrenheit.
and should be a good time. So,
Is track in Australia?
I'm live, guys. So if you want to know that, if you want to cheat and go over there and watch the stream and find out what I'm doing, pit strategy, Bilson.
Hey, I was just trying to help you out, man. It might not be a good idea to do that. During the endurance races, anyway.
At least against the guys that you're racing against, right?
Yeah.
Exit's clear. Push. Okay, Michael, we've got 18 minutes to do the business.
My shadows keep changing in the VR, like part of it's getting lighter
Hey, Bill.
and darker.
Cold tires. Yeah.
Ah.
That silence that you hear is everyone concentrating as they go through the corners.
Damn it all.
Warming up the tires here, Tyler, or just I was confused. You were doing the chicane when there's no chicane.
Oops.
Otherwise, you did the chicane very nicely without the barriers there.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, chicane here, alright.
That's a good idea for everyone else to do too. Maybe, like Bilson and Edwards should do the chicanes.
Man, I haven't even completed a lap around here yet.
I think Philip should have to back around the chicanes.
Bilson, you are notorious for going, I just got the track today, and then winning it. So, you not completing a lap doesn't mean anything yet.
Look at him in the middle of the track.
You'll be doing 2-minute laps here before too long.
Yeah, no. That was back before all you guys got better,
Tyler, I'm going to call him Tyler Sneakers because I
that
don't
works.
his last name.
Yeah, that last name's a bitch, and yeah, I gotten used to it at this point.
All right. Well, Tyler, listen, I'm going to be jumping back up into the lobby, or excuse me, into the booth. I'm with Ron up there trying to call this race, but I didn't want to screw up your name too bad. So if Sneakers is okay with you, it's okay with me.
Yep, go for it, man. Whatever, whatever works, man.
All right.
I love it.
Well, he is sneaking around the chicanes, so, you know.
Tyler Sneakers.
How do you say that?
Zegres. So the S is silent, and imagine there's a hyphen in between the E and the R.
It's like Orion
Seacrest.
Seacrest.
Shut the
There
fuck
we
up
go.
right now.
He's better with the sneakers than Seacrest. Got it.
Got him.
Fuck you.
Just make sure you make those chicanes, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Meet your buddy guy. It's the tough one because you make one mistake, it takes forever to get back around.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the alternative is simply don't make the mistake, right?
That's not gonna happen.
I'm sure it will.
I haven't gotten past my outlap yet. Big old lockups.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 83.
How you going that much faster, Jeff? You running like 0 wing or something?
Well, yeah.
You guys are nuts.
I figured I'd have to do everything I could to keep up with the Corvettes.
Corvettes are like, oh, we're running 7s. Those things are aerodynamic as hell.
The leader has just done a 3:36.5.
If I run anything over a 2 with this Ford, it decides to start anchoring itself to the ground.
Air temperature's decreasing. It's now 76 Fahrenheit.
Here I was this whole time running
Two
like
is
409,
1.8
thinking I'm
seconds
doing
off the
alright,
pace.
but doing the chicanes on the straight.
Son of a gunner.
Now I'm at 26 seconds delta.
Oh my god, a 336.
We have time. We do. Alright. One more attempt at this. Let's also, if we're going to do this, let's do this. Drop a little bit of that out and come over here and we'll drop the fuel out. Done. Qualify.
Track's clear. Push, push, push.
sound of concentration.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 81 Fahrenheit. Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
10 minutes of fuel, 7 minutes on the track. We have the right amount of fuel in here. Did that terribly, terribly freaking wrong.
Air temperature's falling. It's now 74 Fahrenheit.
You may even be able to get around for a second try at this. So let's not kill the car, and if we need a better shot at Dunlap corners there, we have the time to do it. So we haven't lost any time other than what we lost initially.
I'm just gonna have to sit on that time because I don't think I can do another one. And all these under 340 times.
They're flying. I'm losing 2 seconds down the straight. Actually, I'm losing 2 seconds in section 1 down the straight, so probably losing like 3 down the total straight. But I can't trim it out anymore. It's just not as aerodynamic.
It's a concrete block.
Today.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. very little fuel left. 7th position.
Well, we clipped Ron.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
Got to remember to put the fuel back into the car when we get done. First thing we got to do.
That's a new fastest lap for Scott. 3:35.8 seconds.
You can have that fast lap. You can also have the accidents involved with it.
Nice lap.
Air temp's falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
Sweating.
I'll stay right here, Brandon.
You're good. I don't have enough fuel to get around.
Yeah, I'm on my old lap.
What'd we get? 342?
Oh, that's all she wrote.
Yep.
Come over here and park it over here. Got close, but
I'm
not
out.
enough.
Get up.
$13 gallons is as much as we can put into it. We're going to leave
How many fast repairs
that
we get?
debris. I do believe it's 0 anymore.
Zipperloony. I think.
I had 3 left from last night. Can I use them?
Yes.
Same league.
Well, I'm gonna need one of Jeff's because he cost me the only one I spent.
Well, that's when I used it too. So,
well, then if
I
that's
can blame you for letting me bump you.
Can I claim one then also? Because he turned you and you ended up in front of me and I wasted one there. So
Yeah. So he's out of them. I mean, you get 3 each.
Nice lap, Phil.
Or 4 each.
Hey, Ron, me, Paul, and Mooney all need one fast repair tonight.
Okay.
They're rollovers
sure I
from
will
last
too.
night.
Is there still anybody out on track, or can we just advance?
No, I don't see anybody on track.
Not sure how I managed to get a 335.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we can go ahead and advance it.
35. God.
Brandon's going to take him out on the first corner anyways.
So
That
there's going to be
335.
3 that run away, and then the rest of us fighting.
I think the session won't stop because everybody's sitting in pit lane still, right? People still sitting in cars.
I'm not.
I think
Yeah,
it just
looks like
shows
there's 2
some.
maybe.
I think it just shows it for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's some iRacing glitch.
No, they don't have glitches. They have features.
I want
Hey,
to.
Mooney.
I want to wish luck to all those in the broadcast booth because broadcast booth is a dangerous spot up here.
It is very dangerous trying to talk and drive at the same time, and there are no fast repairs. So to Jeff's comment, sorry, too bad, whatever.
Well, he was trying in the league race last night. He had some left over, so that was the discussion.
Well, yeah,
he
I
wanted
had one left over.
Well, yeah, but then again, he caused a wreck that turned Bilson. So Bilson gets one of his ones unused, and then I was caught up in that accident, so I get one of Jeff's. So really, Jeff doesn't get any. The rest of us get them because of him.
Okay, but you wrecked me later on in the race, so that takes away one of yours.
You ran into me while I was already wrecked.
No, you wrecked and ran into me. I was up high, staying away from everybody, and you came up and hit me.
I was wrecked up into you.
All right, boys. All right, boys.
Why was there a fight? Why was there a fight in the broadcast booth? Because
there's no fast repairs at Le Mans.
All right, it's Jeff's fault. We'll just blame Jeff because he's not here.
Okay. Well, the old guys rule the
pathway's
broadcast
open.
booth.
He can come up if he wants.
Yes, but the old guys rule the broadcast booth, and I'm going to go take my stream and go somewhere else and go down to the lobby. But good luck, guys. I may be up later, and hopefully I won't be.
All right, sounds fair enough.
Out there, Mooney. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, man. Keep it on track.
Thanks. Heated discussion, and there is definitely no fast repairs.
Nice.
But I did find out old guys rule the broadcast booth because there's only old guys up there.
Ron, and Tim.
Air temp's falling. It's now 71 Fahrenheit.
Never thought I'd be shamed for being middle-aged.
That's right.
Too old to be young, too young to be old.
That's the end of the session. P6.
One more double check to make sure this is all got fuel and stuff. All right.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Have fun.
Good luck.
The air temp is 77 Fahrenheit. The track temp is 83 Fahrenheit.
Does it sound really mean if I say good luck to everyone except for Philip?
Sounds okay.
It's honest.
Car number 660
I hope you wreck
in the left
everybody.
column.
Not really.
Because if we all wreck, we're going to end up wrecked into you. That's how it works.
Man, no sense of humor's around here.
Sorry,
Already
push.
concentrating.
Yeah, they're concentrating. If they wreck, they're going to end up wrecking into you. So, because that's just the way it happens.
Like into a wall or something.
You know how it works around you, Bilson. They'll wreck into the wall, bounce off of it, then still hit you, and then you go, "I got wrecked."
I'm a magnet.
I hope you hit a deer.
Or a moose.
A moose. They have mooses in France.
It'd be a hell of an iRacing glitch.
Australia.
It's not Australia. It's
Le
France.
Mans.
Le Mans.
Cirque du Mans.
Just look how much better we've gotten. We actually pace double wide around the corners nowadays.
Thinking about yourself.
It's the little things.
Was that last week that we had that?
Last
We had it last night.
Well, at least it doesn't do the whole lap this time.
Mackenzie, I'm taking her easy around these because the green flag's going to come out before we get to the horseshoes. So.
Yep.
Cold tires. Cold tires.
Get your cold tires, eh?
Everybody look at the jets.
I'm going to go single file through this shit. I ain't stupid. Well, some days.
All right, Michael. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Green, green, green.
Who's going to die?
Very cold tires, slipping inside. It's like wet. It's like rain tires. That first part.
I see somebody slide off back there.
Yeah, it was the 616. Ryan.
Right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
I guess we're going to see which teammate he wants to help draft there, aren't we, Ron?
I will catch up.
He just seemed to give me a little boost, didn't he?
Still there.
I think he feels better with you behind him than me behind him.
Still there.
I figured you were both going to come by me.
Not if I pass.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
And Mackenzie's just wondering which old guy's going to end up over in the dirt, and he found out.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Track temperature's falling. It's now
I gotta do quite a
81
bit of checking out here,
Fahrenheit.
Paul.
What's that?
I gotta check up quite a bit for these asses.
Oh yeah. I noticed with that straightaway speed you got.
Trying to hang with the vets. Problem is the vets can turn too.
Well, I can't run it with zero wing, man. It would spin on me.
It's gonna spin eventually on me.
On your right. Clear right.
Well done, Michael. Good pass. Eyes front. Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
Take me with you, Bill. Take me with you.
On your left.
Well, my pedals aren't working.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Come on, top
Just
of the
assign the accelerator and brake to keys on the keyboard.
Left side.
For some reason, when I let out the throttle, they're
Hold your
not
line.
actually. It's not lifting out the
Hold
throttle
your
all the
line.
way.
Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
Hell, if you didn't take me with you, man.
Yeah,
Clear left.
That didn't look good.
The gap to
Jovo.
behind is now 1.1 seconds. Yellow flag, caution. The leader has just done a
Well, it's fun while it lasted, gents.
3:57.5 seconds.
Ugh. I see you go around.
Yeah, it touched the wall just enough to get some aero damage, so you know me. I've just come in, wreck myself, and leave. This season, anyways. I plan on being back next season full time.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
See ya.
E7. That lap was at 3:53.5 seconds. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Okay, Michael, the next car is Wyatt. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Don't panic. We'll get him back.
It doesn't have the oomph by itself, but you get in front of me, I automatically get about 10 miles an hour faster.
Car right. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
New fastest lap for Scott, 3:37.2. Okay, Michael, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. 8th place. You've just done a 3:47. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Right side. Clear right.
Right, the guy ahead of us is
Jovo.
Air temperature's falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit. Don't be intimidated. Keep him behind you.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left. Clear left.
Okay, Michael, the next car is Wyatt.
Son of a bitch!
The gap to
Jovo.
ahead is increasing. It's now 7.0 seconds. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 77 Fahrenheit. You've used half your fuel. Yellow flag. Wyatt is closing the gap. It's now 0.41. Okay, Michael, hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Ah, the sun.
If you're faster, Jeff, you can definitely pass me on these straightaways. You both are.
I wondered if it was just so I could catch you with the draft.
Air temperature's decreasing. It's now 71 Fahrenheit. 7th position. That's your fastest lap today. Alright, Michael, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. The gap to Wyatt behind is increasing. It's now 2.7 seconds. You'll need to give back the time gained.
I really want to stop at that KFC.
The gap to
Jobo
ahead is now 5.8.
Did you do the same thing I did there at Dunlap and missed the corner?
Yeah, I just screwed up. I'm trying to figure out how Ron got it. I thought we were ahead of him.
He was racing with us, and then he was in front of me when we got by you, and then he took off when I looped it. And then you lost it again, I think, 2 turns ago, or 2 laps ago at Dunlap, and that's when he was in front of us. He's only faster down the straightaway.
Except I just brushed the wall.
I was running a 0x until I looped it there with you two. And that's because I was misplaced my braking point trying to pass a red Ferrari.
Fastest lap for Scott, 3:37.2 seconds. The gap to
Jobo
ahead is now 4.6 seconds. The track temperature is falling. It's now 75 Fahrenheit. That was 3:41.6 seconds. That's your quickest lap. Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace. Very little fuel left. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Wyatt behind is pitting. Air temp's falling. It's now 69 Fahrenheit.
Are tires a loss?
Our tires are.
Jobo
I wouldn't recommend getting tires unless you want to lose like 30 seconds.
I'm probably rougher on tires than anybody. Right now, my worst one's at 90.
Yeah, usually for these races, the only time it starts to get a little tricky is when we have like the 2-hour races, or like 100-minute or longer. Like I remember the 100-minute one at Spa, my tires were gone.
I'm in the wrong gear stack.
The leader, Scott, is pitting.
Alright, we gotta do a good pit stop here.
Alright, Michael, you're reeling.
Jovo.
In. The gap is 2.8.
That's not intentional, Ron. I'm trying to hit the pit limiter and hitting the wrong button.
Box in, a 5.
Yeah, I know, Mooney.
4.
It did it to everybody.
3, 2, 1. Box now. All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Tires are a little worn from new, and you have full fuel, so it's not the tires are cold. Now they got weight on them. And he's far enough back, he shouldn't be catching a draft, he'll just be faster.
The gap to
Jovo.
behind is now 2.0.
So if we can stay a second and a half in front of him, he won't catch the draft.
Air temperature's falling. It's now 67 Fahrenheit.
Speed on him, take a drink. Alright. Dang it.
The gap to Edwards ahead is increasing. It's now 9.6 seconds.
Jovo.
He's reeling you in. The gap's now 0.5. The track temperature is falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
Lose a little bit to Edwards. Pull back away from Ron. Get this right.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
I gained a little bit on Bill, but losing it now.
The gap to
Jovo.
behind is increasing. It's now 2.7.
One of these times I may remember to reach over and turn my fan on while we're going down Mulsanne Straight. Let's not screw up coming out of this group of corners. There we go, that's better.
Oh, son, y'all, I just can't do this at night. I can't see crap.
Oh, yeah, it's tough.
Okay, Michael, half distance. We think about 21 minutes of fuel remaining. The gap to Edwards ahead is now 4.7 seconds.
Not close enough to get a tow from you yet, Bill.
Nah, not yet.
Whatever you did the last lap, do that again.
The gap to
Jovo.
behind is now 4.9.
I'm assuming it
Air
wasn't very
temperature's decreasing.
favorable.
It's now 65 Fahrenheit.
Oh, I didn't do anything last lap. 2 laps ago, I think I spun it. Before I pitted. This is just how fast my car goes.
Oh, I thought I gained about 3 seconds there through Porsche turns, that area.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I've got it so stinking trimmed out, trying to have it competitive on the straights. I don't want to turn. Think about taking the 25 points and actually going out and being able to compete. I gotta look at the schedule and see what we got though. If we got any other fast tracks.
I looked at that myself because this thing doesn't have the horsepower, and it's 50 points.
Oh God. That was 25.
50.
It's 2:25s.
That's a new fastest lap for Scott. 3:37.
It's 25 for deciding to do it and 25 for doing it.
Huh. Okay.
Which comes out to around 50.
Yeah, then I guess I just run around in 4th, 5th for the fast tracks.
The gap to Edwards in front is now 4.5 seconds. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.4 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 2.3 seconds off the pace.
Almost made a big mistake there. Don't go around a corner that you need to be paying attention to and be looking at like your fuel usage on the other screen.
Yeah, maybe not.
Wait till you get like this straightaway that you can have time to light a cigarette, have a drink, eat a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah, during practice I was eating Cheez-Its when I was on the Mulsanne straight.
gap to Edwards ahead is increasing. It's now 4.8. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 71 Fahrenheit. That last lap was a 3:42.7 seconds. Okay, Michael, your lap times are pretty consistent. The gap to Edwards ahead is now 3.9 seconds.
Reach an overturning fan on. Remember to do it this time. The gap to Edwards ahead is now 5.2.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Minutes of fuel remaining.
Pit this time.
Bureau.
It's closing in. The gap is now 4.9 seconds.
Seeing how I'm not really catching you, Bill, because you've now decided to keep me back here, does that mean we're catching Mackenzie?
Pretty even with him. Might have gained like 2 seconds in like the last 5 laps.
That's not encouraging to me. Could you have lied a little bit better?
Yeah, no.
I'm
he's
completely
right,
okay with it.
He's right in front of me.
P5.
He's right in front of you now. Okay.
Yep, and there's a snow cloud above him too.
I'm just hearing shark noises the entire time. It's like, dun it. Playing keep away from a shark.
I could sing Baby Shark for you if you'd like.
No.
Bill sounds like he might have a decent singing voice. Let's hear it.
Baby Shark.
I've heard that enough from my baby nephew being staying over this weekend.
The gap to Edwards.
I think Bill sings as well as his car turns tonight.
That's right.
Well, I keep getting faster lap times, and he's pulling away 1/10 of a second here and there. And I'm not... just can't believe his car's turning that poorly.
It's not terrible. I'm not running as grippy as I like it, that's for sure.
Dive in now. Make sure we got that and that, so we're getting tires. We're not getting tires because, yeah, tires were good.
Air temp's falling. It's now 64 Fahrenheit. Watch your speed. Okay, Michael. We'll fuel you to the end of the race.
Bureau.
Behind is pitting.
I seem to have pulled a parade behind me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
I saw that. A bunch of you went gray really quickly there.
Stay on it. Keep digging. 20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
I was trying to
Joe.
catch a couple
Getting closer.
competitors out of
Now 10 seconds.
awareness, and it's like they all said, "Oh, let's follow him. He must be doing something smart." Little do they know, I never know what I'm doing right.
I was gonna say, do they know you?
Well, Ron should, you would think, right?
The leader, Scott, is pitting. Edwards, in front, is pitting. The gap to
Jovo.
behind is now 11 seconds.
No, Bill, no.
Okay, Michael, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Would you take tires?
No, optional repairs, 40 seconds.
Oh.
I think I tapped the wall like a couple times in that last left-hander.
Oh, shit.
I agree with you, Mackenzie. He should have taken at least front tires.
Tires are
The gap to Edwards
90.
ahead
Well,
is
the
now
left rear's at
5.1
89.
seconds.
Fronts are at 95%.
You have been off track enough then.
I got a 2x, so.
15
looped
minutes
it once.
left. That's 15 minutes.
Little short shoot after Indianapolis.
What is it, turn 2, I think?
Ah, okay. Up there by the Dunlap tire.
Yep, the first left-hander. Coming a little hot.
And so you guys pit before me, and now I'm all the way in the back.
It's that optional repairs that you decided to fix.
I don't know how to turn that off.
Hit the gas pedal.
Yep, driveway.
Oh, okay.
He's going to. You guys could have told me that before I sat there for the full 40 seconds.
Oh, I mean, I never knew. So
Yeah, it's a nice feature. They'll work on it right up until the point that you pull away. So if you want a couple of seconds repaired,
The track
you can
temperature's
do that, or
decreasing.
you can do
It's
all
now
of it, or
69
whatever you
Fahrenheit.
feel. Bill, your car turns worse when it has more fuel. You should have filled it all the way up.
Yes, it does. It turns wayward.
You're reeling. Edwards in. The gap's now 4.5. Well done, Michael. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P4. That was a 3. 41.3 seconds.
You know, before you come onto this straight, if you go too far wide on that corner, you can get a slowdown, right? And a lot of people carry that to this first chicane. That wouldn't work here tonight. I just said that off speaker. You know, I had a thought there. If you go too wide coming onto the straight, you can end up in that blue area where you then get a slowdown for taking it too wide. And then most people, like, wait to the first chicane to try and bleed it off there. That wouldn't work tonight, would it?
There's no bleeding off here. Just gotta stop.
The gap to Edwards ahead is increasing. It's now 5.1 seconds. Minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
I'm on pace for an even faster lap. Bill, tell me we're catching someone.
Running pretty even with Brandon.
Okay, lie again.
Brandon's right in front of me. He's missing a wheel.
Sounds nice. Oh, it said a
Your lap
3
time was
seconds behind you. 3.9.
That's your
I'm
fastest lap.
closer.
The gap to Edwards in front is now 3.9.
I don't think flashing my lights this far back will distract you enough. I think I'm going to have to do something more drastic like fireworks.
I was gonna say I didn't even see him.
Well, no, that would be mean to do it during the middle of the race like this, but fireworks would be fair, I think.
It is close to 4th of July.
And fireworks are not in the rule book anywhere.
Nope.
The gap to Edwards ahead is now 4.6. That lap time was 3:39.7. That's your best lap in the session. Sector 1 is 1.7 seconds off the pace. Okay, Michael, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Whoops.
I really hate to say this, but was actually wanting to try and catch you, not have you spin like that.
You catching me? I was pushing pretty hard.
I was catching everywhere except for where we're at now on this straightaway.
The gap to Edwards behind is now 8.8 seconds.
And for a moment there, we did actually get closer to Brandon, but 3 minutes. 2 laps. And we are far enough in front.
Just got the white flag.
New fastest lap for Scott, 3:36.5.
1 lap. 2 laps of fuel. Cool.
All right, Michael, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Was braking too early there. If we're going to have that goof where we're braking 50 feet early on that corner, that's not a bad thing.
That's 2
That
minutes
was
left.
almost an oops.
P3, last lap, looking good for a podium. You've just done a 3:43. You need to slow down, give back some time.
Well, I cut the corner. Had to kill the time.
I was wondering why I was catching you.
Yeah, and I didn't go too wide. I went too narrow on the first portion of it.
My wheel just disconnected and I spun out.
Well, at least it wasn't your dad turning on the microwave at this track. It's just as catastrophic, but...
What happened with the microwave?
Tim was leading the race last time we were here, and... Sorry. And his dad turned on the microwave, and it tripped the breaker and killed the computer and the room, everything. So... Tim went from leading to non-existent.
Oh, man.
That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
With like a lap and a half to go.
Edwards is closing you down. The gap has come down to 4.1.
Nice win, Phil.
Thanks, man. That was my first 0x race, too.
The guy in front is Scott.
Nice. Congrats.
I knew I needed some point security because I won't be here in a couple weeks. So, for one race. So.
I think I got better in this race. Some of my turns were a little bit smoother by the end of it.
Nice job on the podium, Mooney.
Thank you.
Nice third, Moody. I was pushing,
Nice
man.
one, Michael.
Oh,
Great drive.
right
That's a
there.
podium.
Oh, man. You got close.
Yeah, well, he came back because I started doing lazy. I'm like, I've got 10 seconds. I just have to do one lap. That's all I had to do and stay ahead of him, right?
Yep. Whew. I was pushing, man.
Well, I got enough fuel for another lap. You want to do one more, see who wins?
I don't have enough fuel.
Cool, I win again. Pam's son. Yeah, right. Hi, Pam.
Hey guys, Philip, Brandon, Mooney, Bill, you guys want to come up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fortunately, had to bail out in 8th place, and then we lost a few more. Tyler Sneakers. Sorry, Tyler. I can't help but call you that, dude.
Paul Bilson and last was Ryan Fry.
All right, very cool. Thanks for finishing that out, and then take it away, Bill, or take it away,
Philip. Philip on the pole, man, on the pole, on the win, on everything. Led every lap.
Yeah, man. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, this is the first while I was driving in the middle of the race. I'm like, this is the first time I've like spanked a field in a race in the series, and then
Yeah, thanks for making us all feel good.
and then I'm like, wait, and then I realized I was wearing my Kyle Larson shirt. So
there you go.
So I think
number 83 wasn't out there too, though, right? I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah. I think that you
thanking if the number 83 wasn't out there.
Yeah, that's true. One thing I know that obviously last time at Le Mans you had that thing won, and I wanted to make sure that my win wasn't a total fluke this time. So I think even though you unfortunately weren't able to race, I think I did a pretty good job of just something about Le Mans and Spa, like those like classic tracks with like really fast corners. Something about that just fits my driving style super well. I do a lot of like weird trail braking and really using the brakes to corner, and that really works well on this track.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you ran really strong all day. Really solid race. Nobody. I mean, you had everybody's number. You were running 2 seconds a lap on the fastest laps.
Yeah,
faster than anybody else. So
I was just running.
2 seconds doesn't mean a lot when you're racing 3.5 minutes around, but still, it adds up over time.
Yeah, I was. I was actually really trying to make sure not to get too ahead of myself, because not push too much. And I was really conscious of making sure not to make any mistakes. And if I locked up a little bit or something, hard braking zone, I just like started to get a little squirrely. I would just like, I'd be really aware of it. Like, because I just remember how I was leading the Monza race for near the end of it, and then then binned it into Parabolica. Yeah, I just obviously I've already learned a lot of lessons this season, and I just wanted to make sure that I had a lot of points going because I won't be here again for like in a couple weeks. I won't be here for the Indy Road, and so I'm like, I need some point security because it's still pretty tight at the top of the table. So
3,
yeah,
2,
definitely.
1.
Makes you feel any better, Philip. I took a provisional this race, and I will not be probably participating the rest of the year, so you don't have to worry about me. So
no,
Merry Christmas.
well,
you do also have 2 provisionals. Just don't forget to claim them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's yeah. I know that it's been even if that like kind of opens the gap a bit. I think that it's been a heck of a title fight with Tim, and just lots of fun racing this season for sure.
Yeah, been good. Been really good.
And this was my first 0x race the whole season. So
throw on an extra 5.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I was target for the top guys, man. This is the track to do it on.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't alone because Brandon Dooley right there in second spot also ran 0x tonight. So good job, Brandon.
He's definitely the cleanest out of us all.
Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, with the 19 laps tonight, that puts my race laps over the last 4 days at Le Mans to 124 laps.
And how many X's? You got 1 X in your.
I had 5 X.
5 in your 24-hour stint.
4 hours. This 8.5 hours I drove there, I had 5 X and 105 laps.
Wow, amazing.
And 4 of those was from a dive bomb from an LMP2 car, just getting way too anxious, thinking he had the corner, and I'm right there on the apex, and he bumped me out of the way. But yeah, 1 off track and 105 laps. I'll take it.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Well done.
Yeah, it was really. I caught myself several times tonight, almost taking the chicanes down the straight, especially at night. So I did 3.5 hours of my driving in the dark for the 24 hours. So I was just used to seeing those glowing signs and get alert again. And a couple times I tapped the brakes like, oh, I don't have to turn this time.
It's nice when those big barriers aren't in front of you with the arrows on.
Yeah. So I didn't have the pace tonight. I mean, I was second quickest overall, I think, but just nowhere near the pace that Phil had. So I wasn't even going to try to push it, try to get the 5 bonus points. And
yeah, qualifying, you're about 2.3 back. Race pace, best lap time, you were about 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 back. So pretty close racing tonight. It was a really fun race to watch. Oh no, it was 2.2 again. Sorry, I was in practice. So
yeah, you're good. Yeah,
a minute gap makes it nice run. And Mooney, man, rough start at the beginning as all the old guys were beating and banging there in the start. But man, you just took off like a rocket.
It was
up something.
I didn't pick up anything. It was the same thing every lap. I had nothing down the straightaway. I had 2 wonderful teammates I was trying to draft off of, and I didn't want to kill them going into Mulsanne corner. So I backed off early, and I got a free pass on Ron one time. Jeff slowed up really far too much one time. So I had that going for me, but then, it seemed like the car was really good, and they confirmed it with Bill Edwards, Mr. Bill. I was from Mulsanne corner back around to the start of the straight. I was faster than him. Get to the straightaway, he pulls away, and I'm like, yeah! But that's all, So I'm sitting here in third, thankful to him making a loop that he didn't need to do, and I'm grateful for it. But at the same point, he doesn't make the mistake often, so I'm like, I'll take it. Thank you, Bill.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I trimmed it out just a touch too much. I think I was one of the fastest ones down the straight. But it didn't want to hit the back end. Didn't want to stick in the turns too much. But it was a fun race. Me and Mooney were real tight at the end.
It was fun to watch you guys. I do have one question for Mooney though, man. What's up with Independence Avenue? Is that or Independence Corners. That thing,
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. That thing doesn't like you.
In the race, the one time Jeff braked at the right time for him, but I was like carried a little bit too much speed. So the only thing I could do was to brake and dive to the right, and then that kept a 0x at that point. And then the next time I came through, it was like when I looped it between the two of them, I just again carried too much speed and then hit. I had it, but then I tapped the gas too soon. Finished bringing it around, and it's like other than that, it liked the corner. So
yeah, it was such a slow, graceful thing off the corner, and I was like, oh, he's got it, and yeah, it's just not quite. But phenomenal driving though, man. Way to hang in there and stay smooth and bringing home third place. But yeah, you got to tip your hat to Bill though. He was quick too, man. Both of you guys did phenomenal.
It's always a pleasure to run with like the faster guys, Bill, Phil, Philip, and Brandon, and you when you're out here. So getting close and running with, and then letting the attrition fall into my favor, I'll take it every time. But it's fun to sneak onto the podium every once in a while.
Hey,
Yeah, good job.
Did anybody take
nice
tires?
finish.
No, I didn't.
I don't think so. Maybe Joe might have, but
mine
was,
were mine were at high 90s or high 80s by the end of the race, so I was pretty easy on them.
Mine were abused. Mine were abused. They were under 80 at the end of the race because they were right at 80 on the last pit stop. But
did you
we're
any of you guys
bring our broadcast to a close? You guys can obviously keep on chatting away over there, but we're gonna slow this down.
Okay, I have
Bring
one
up some results for the fans to see. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. This is Ron with Last Man Standing Motorsports and Big Wizard TV on behalf of Grandpa'sKitchen.com. We're gonna say goodnight.
What was the question there, Tim?
My question was, did anybody have to take any fast repair? Or there was no fast repair, but did you have to sit and wait for repairs?
Mackenzie had 40 seconds, and that's what he waited for and gave up.
Yeah.
And it was optional. He didn't realize that you can just hit the gas pedal and take off.
Okay. Because it looked like, from our perspective, that people were taking tires, and I was like, I'm pretty sure nobody is taking tires, because that question came up while we were in the broadcast booth. That was it. That was my only question. Sorry, guys. Hold you up.
No, I actually tried to sneak into the pit one lap earlier than everyone, and I had a train behind me with Ron and Joe and whoever else was behind me, and then I guess that didn't help me in the regard of catching up to Bill because he didn't make a mistake and take tires or anything. Thanks, Bill.
One last question too. And Ron was trying to tell me or educate me though. When you guys come into the pits, do your headlights automatically flash, or is that something that somebody's arbitrarily, accidentally hitting the button for?
I was bumping it like crazy because I'm hitting the pit limiter, and I'm like, nope, that's the wrong one. Is you're trying to go through that chicane portion, and then I'm hitting the flashing lights button behind him, and he's like, I know he's like, quit flashing the freaking lights at me, but then again, mate,
Well, Ron said that it was something that when you come into the pits, automatically they just start flashing. I'm like, I don't think so. It's never done that for me.
Yeah, I've never noticed mine doing it.
But then the second cycle of pit stops, nobody had flashing headlights. So I was like, and I called Ron out on it. I'm like, dude, I don't think that's the case. He's like, well, maybe not. So I was just curious. So just random.
No, I still have the flashing light button on the steering wheel and for in this car, and I keep bumping instead of the pit limiter.
Okay.
So I was just trying to annoy Ron by accident.
Hey man, it was still fun watching all you guys driving out there. I can't be out there, but yeah, damn, it makes me Yeah,
Hey,
bummed I can't be there, but
Fa-
it was still cool to be a part of it and chatting in the Discord and also on the Big Wizard TV thing. And I threw a shout out to everybody out there when you guys are racing. So if you want to watch it again, fine. If
Oh,
not,
definitely. I always watch them back.
Yeah, I was
kind of a
watching.
boy guy.
hey, I was second fastest Ohio guy and fastest old guy.
There you go.
You're the man, dude. You're the man.
You'll
And
find the #1 spot somewhere.
and Philip, I'm gonna have to apologize right now for calling you the boringest fast guy out there.
He had
So I'll throw that out there now. No offense, man.
I bet Peter could give him a run for his money.
The thing automatically goes to the most exciting driver, right? But there was like not a lot of excitement watching Philip drive around silky smooth, man, with nobody in the rearview mirror. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
Philip should have done the Brandon thing and started, doing the chicanes, even though the chicanes weren't there.
I probably could have I probably could have pushed hard for like consistent like low 136s, high 135s, but I just did not. I just wanted to save my tires and.
Actually, we were still running really, really quick times. We were monitoring that too, and I was kind of thinking, yeah, I'd probably back off if I were you. You have a huge ass lead, so no point testing.
Yeah. I was
that was
pretty
my
backed
mentality. I backed off like a second a lap just to make sure I maintain the 0x, and it's like I'd have to really do something bad for the people behind me to catch up. So.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't hear it, Tim, but these guys did. I'm like, are we catching anyone? Because I'm turning a faster lap every freaking lap, it seemed like. And I'm not really catching Bill. I'm hanging close, and sometimes, and he pull away. Are we at least catching Brandon? Are we catching Mackenzie? Come on. And he's like, nope, we're staying the same. I'm like, freaking lie to me, dude.
I told him he's missing here. We're catching him. I'm right on top of him.
When you asked Bill that, I set my fastest lap time of the race on lap 18 of 19.
Yeah.
But you know what? One thing I commented about in the actual stream, though, is that when you have a lead like that, like Philip did, or even you, Brandon, when you're comfortably in second, it's so hard to keep that concentration level up there. It just takes one minor F up, and guess what, man? You're back in the doldrums.
Especially when you're just kind of out there by yourself. There's nobody around. It's just so easy to zone out. And
you're right. And that's what you got to fight against. And you guys mastered it. Well done.
Fastest lap for Bill, Mackenzie, and myself were lap 17. Philip and Brandon set in on lap 18.
Yeah, I can't ever do that. I always have to try to run almost identical laps because the minute I let off a corner, then I enter something wrong and I'm around, and then it's problems. So I always got to do it identical almost.
Yeah, Bill, I'm the same way, man. I have to go my same race pace the whole race. Otherwise, if I try
it throws you off.
Yep. Yeah, it next thing you know, I'm in the barrier.
You try to slow down a half a second, and then you're off the track because you missed a braking zone trying to go slower. If you just went faster, you'd have been fine.
But I think the point I'm making, though, is that when you're on that Mulsanne straight, there's all kinds of things that start going through your head, like, I got to lead on this guy, or what am I doing for dinner tomorrow night? I mean, there's crazy things that creep into your head, and next thing you know, the corner's right there.
I got to clear my mind, but luckily it doesn't take long.
Well, for like
process.
For 3 laps, I'm like, just reach over and turn the fan on going down the straightaway. It's not a short straightaway. You have time to lean over and take your time turning it on. No, 3 laps, I keep forgetting. I'm like down by Porsche curves going, now's not the time to lean over now. Come on.
Nice job, guys. Well done tonight. It was entertaining. I enjoyed watching you guys, and wish I was there. So, fun stuff.
Well, thanks for hanging out in the broadcast booth. I'm going to be sure to watch it back in the morning.
All right, and that's the end of the stream for us. Thanks for listening to some of the jabber afterwards, and we will catch up with you at the next one. Next broadcast is Friday night. Let's see, we did Daytona. Is it one of the other speedways. It's another one that I like. I know that, so we should do well there. And then we've got next week is GT3 on Tuesday. Sunday is on a break because we've ended the season. So step back in and catch us on Friday then. Thanks for watching.